What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Wrestling Wednesday. Sorry for the delay. Christopher J. Say guys in the building. We back with another edition. Scott, what's good, man?
Nothing much, nothing much. Let's get this thing started. We got some hot shit to talk about today, my G.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all saw the thumbnail. We will talk. I know we don't normally do politics, but I think the Linda McMahon thing is worth a is worth a conversation. So we're just gonna talk about it, breeze through it, and we're gonna get you guys on your way. But if you guys saw SmackDown, if you guys saw Raw, you already know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for War Games. We got the OG Bloodline at the bottom versus the new Bloodline, which is at the top. So we were speculating last week who's going to be the fifth member for each team. We said, who did we say?
The boy from not is it NXT? What's his name?
For NXT, I said Trick Williams.
Yeah, Trick Williams, and then
on the indie scene, I said Zilla Fatu.
Yes, there it is.
Well, boy, was we all the way off.
All the way wrong. Did you see who stepped up?
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Bronson Reed is the fifth member on the new Bloodline.
I didn't see that coming. Wrench. That was a wrench in the system. I'm like, what?
I did not. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I did not see that coming. I'm watching SmackDown. Like, wait, really?
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah. Bronson Reed. We just talked about last week.
Yep. And so I have to. With that being said, Bronson Reed. It's ironic they put him on the new Bloodline because I gotta be honest. When it comes to most improved. If there's two people battling for most improved superstar of the year, Solo and Bronson Reed is one of them. 1A and 1B. I've been liking Solo's slow roast to where he's at right now. But what Bronson Reed has done in the last couple of months, it's like, had you did this around the same time as Solo did, I'd probably give Bronson Reed most improved superstar of the year. But I'm going to have to get that to Solo. And it's ironic that both of these guys are going to be on the same team. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, dead wrong. Triple H got us good. Bronson Reed is the fifth member of the Bloodline. Now,
you want to see something funny? I just pulled up something in the back. This was 4 days ago. 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Man.
So Bronson Reed is in the new Bloodline. Let me just go ahead and tell y'all a little something about Bronson Reed right quick.
Yep.
Last week when we just talked, who do you have that match with again?
Seth Rollins.
All right, cool. And we all know Seth Rollins, that's main man. That's top of the line right there. The fact that he had that match, that should have been a clear indicator last week. But Bronson Reed, now you know who I would have thought, if not nobody, I would have thought Braun Strowman, just to throw somebody in there. You see what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I don't think that'd be a good match. And I was thinking about it all this weekend. I'm just like, man, I don't know who would be a good fit. Bronson Reed, but right after he had that match with Seth Rollins, I think with everything that he did doing that match, that pretty much kind of solidified him fitting into the new Bloodline. Storyline wise, Triple H, you got me on this one. I don't understand how you did this one, but all right, cool. How you gonna push it? Where it's gonna go? I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just can't wait to see. But with Bronson Reed being in the new Bloodline, and this happening on Monday night, because you had the old Bloodline, the new Bloodline try to run interference. OG Bloodline canceled that out. Then you had Solo that pulled up for the distraction. That was enough to hand Seth Rollins a nail. So it's going in that direction, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So they've been setting this up for a minute. Man, I just can't believe I couldn't put that together. When I put two and two together, I'm just like, all right, I see Solo out there. He doing his thing. Bronson Reed, why is he walking out with these mother? What the hell, bro? I was like, how does this even make sense? But all right, cool. No problem. How is this going to affect War Games? I can just because his move set is pretty good. He's athletic. He can get around. He can do some things. Is it for a show for the Bloodline stuff? Is it for a show for the War Games? Still a monkey. Still trying to get inside the head of Triple H. Where did this come from?
Mm-hmm. This was because Bronson Reed said, "I want that spotlight. I want that main spot. I want to be up there with the best and with the rest, the best you got to offer." And dare I say, even while he was kind of flirting with that Intercontinental Championship, which that's a conversation we're gonna have because it's about time to put a belt on Bronson Reed.
Yeah, another reason I said Braun Strowman because the other day he tweeted that friends can be that enemies can become friends. That's why I was thinking like, okay, maybe Braun Strowman might be coming out with New Bloodline because when he put that out there, him and Roman Reigns they already have a history. You see what I'm saying? Right. So putting him on New Bloodline will be perfect. Now that I can see. Bronson though, that's a hell of a mix-up. Now, if something happens right before War Games and Braun Strowman step up for Bronson, then hey, I'm with it, no problem. I still want it. Now I'm even more invested into seeing what's going to happen at War Games because I still want to find out what role is he about to play.
Right. I think he's going to blend in with the New Bloodline, and he's going to do what got him to this point. I'm gonna go to the third rope. I'm gonna jump, and whoever is in my way, you deserve it. So
if you're still standing there, whatever injury you get, that's on you.
Yeah, I put a couple on the show. That's their fault. That's what it is.
Just hopefully not. What was baby girl name that jumped off the top rope and caught the eye on the side? Yeah, just hopefully not a situation like that. But Roman Reigns in there, so they're gonna treat him like the golden goose, baby. Keep him safe.
Hey, but Roman Reigns could honestly, they had to get Bronson Reed because Roman Reigns has single-handedly ran through the New Bloodline.
Yeah.
Granted that Olafalo keeps getting him distracted, but he done took out everybody. That includes Jacob Fatu. Now that I think about it, to a degree, and they're gearing that up. I would say nah, because February 1st is too far away because that's when the Royal Rumble is going to come.
Yeah, we got well enough more time.
Yeah, and I doubt they're going to put them on Raw for the first Raw the New Year's, and but we'll see. That's a little bit. I would say I will hope they do it Saturday night main event. That is appropriate because ain't nobody trying to wait till February for those two to fight.
No, that's way too far away. Winter time's coming up. We need something to keep us warm.
Yep, that's a fact. So, but go ahead, Saturday night main event. Go ahead and line up. And speaking of Monday Night Raw, January 6th, Netflix is going to be in the Intuit Dome. Hold on, real quick. Let me ask Siri a question. How many seats are in the Intuit Dome? Ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw is going to host 18,000 viewing audience on the Netflix debut.
That's going to be where they do 3 hours, right?
Now, that's a good thing. We don't know. We still don't know how long Monday Night Raw is going to be.
Yeah, when I seen, my bad, go ahead.
When it's 2 hours for the remainder of the year. That much we do know. As far as Netflix, they don't know. And quite frankly, it being Netflix, it could go on for 4 hours if they really wanted to.
It could. I was just about to say, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson just went on for what? I don't know. They only did the main card for the primary for Netflix though. But I mean, most movies on Netflix run 3-4 hours, give or take. But yeah, if this is going to be a debut on Netflix, I say milk it as much as you can. Fuck it, get the 4 hours.
Right.
I mean, hell, that's the format that we used to.
Now, also, I'm a little bit worried because speaking of Tyson and Jake Paul, the lagging in the stream. Now, I don't recall that happening during Chris Rock's live show or if Cat Williams did one as well. I don't recall any lagging there because I didn't get a chance to watch it live. I seen Jake Paul's fight live. There was some laggage. And also, 1 second, take over real quick.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, according to now for those who did watch the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight on Netflix, I got the metrics as to why it is that maybe you was getting so much lag. According to Hollywood Reporter, there was 108 million viewers worldwide. Now, being that this is a YouTube star versus a legend, there's not to say that how many views were actually bought or how many views came in right as the Tyson fight happened. But I can tell you this much: the two young ladies that had fought on that card, I can't remember. It got a little bit of lag in there as well. According to the metrics, it was 70 million people watching those two young ladies fight. But when it came over to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, yeah, definitely fight of the night.
Fight of the night.
Without question. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, I don't know if you heard me say it, 108 million people watched it. That means that when that fight, when the intros came on, 30 million people joined right over to Netflix. I don't know how they servers or they got the Broadway for it, but we talking about for a YouTube star and for a boxing legend. Now, as far as WWE goes, we might get maybe somewhere around there, maybe the 60, 70 million, depend on, but then again, this is worldwide. You got to think this is not just U.S. national television or just pay-per-view. So worldwide, everybody at once, man, you got some hardcore wrestling fans out there. Hell, Japan may jump in. Everybody may jump in and watch this. So I hope they increase their bandwidth and their server capacity for it.
They need to, because I'm not a big fan of lagging. So, like I said, 108 million for the fight. To my surprise, Christmas Day, the Baltimore Ravens will be playing the Houston Texans on Netflix. And if that wasn't enough, Beyonce is going to be performing at the halftime show
on Netflix.
On Netflix, and I was looking like, oh, where was I? Where was I at for this? Because I would have. I get it. We are transitioning from traditional television until the streaming services, so that's something I might have to get used to. However, when you have technical difficulties like we saw in the Jake Paul fight. See me, I'm not a fan of lagging. That's why I have not done my BTSI show on my desktop, because unified memory, 8 gigabytes is not going to cut it.
Yeah, it's not.
We need like maybe 16 or 24 or whatever.
But 24 is top speed. 16 that's okay. If you want to put colors on it, gold is 24, 16 is silver, and then 8 is bronze.
Yeah, mine is 8 gigabytes. So had I known that years ago, never would have got this, but you live and learn.
Yeah.
So this caused a lot of lag, and that's why I don't do it from here. And I'm not a person that likes watching shit with that lags. I'll just cut the whole thing off. Now, with wrestling, Monday Night Raw being what it is, a staple, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about that, but we'll see. I'll be there. We will be there. We will watch, and we will talk about it on Wednesday.
Most definitely. I'm definitely watching because I want to see what's gonna happen. Hopefully it ain't too much goddamn lag, because watching that Jake Paul fight was a headache. Every 30, 45 seconds you get a frozen punch or you get stuck, and everybody was streaming it. You got to remember, it was not just 108 million people was watching it on Netflix. Think about the thousands, if not millions, of channels that were streaming it on YouTube as well. So yeah, the whole world was watching. I think more people watched that than they did the damn U.S. election. I need to go check that out.
That might be true. That might be true. But let's get back to War Games real quick. For the ladies, it's official, ladies and gentlemen. They found Rhea Ripley, and she will be teaming up with Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi to go against Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and what is homegirl's name? Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus, Lord forgive me. I forgot this chick's name. Damn it. Johnny Ganos, my bad for forgetting your wife's name. I apologize. No damn. Shout out to Contigo. Shout out to Contigo.
For real. I hate that. Can you pull that banner back up? Because now I'm kind of heartbroken. The fact that Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax is not on the same team.
Stop it. Get out of here.
Hey, a brother can dream. All right. A brother can dream. I mean, but Jade Cargill's up there with Rhea Ripley, so it's just like, all right, cool. But it's Nia Jax though. It's Nia Jax. You know, it's like that. Yeah, don't get me started. Yeah, I'm a happily committed man.
Candice LeRae, that's her name. Candice LeRae. I'm sorry, y'all.
Candice LeRae. All right,
Candice
cool.
LeRae.
Yeah. So I mean, all right. So let me ask you, who's the strongest female on Nia Jax's team?
Nia Jax herself.
No. Who other than her?
Oh, Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, cool. All right.
You got two powerhouses on that team versus 3 on the other team. Naomi's not a powerhouse. Io Sky is obviously not a powerhouse. You got Raquel, you got Bianca, you got Jade Cargill.
Really wish Rhea and somebody need to change spots.
Relax. Hey,
yo, my bad.
Dream. Relax.
Look at dream, bro. All right, listen, don't knock my dreams, bro.
You're tripping, man. You're tripping. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is where WarGame is set to be right now. And obviously, as far as the other cards, you got Damian Priest versus Gunther. I can't wait to see that one. Mm-hmm. There has been no plans yet, but if we watch Friday Night SmackDown, expect a one-on-one fight between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Go ahead and book it. It's going to happen. Yeah. And as far as any other storyline transpiring, wait a minute. Are they fighting next week?
Who?
No, the Viking Warriors. Wait a minute. I don't think that's their name anymore because it's kind of offensive. Well, let's do it for now. The Viking Raiders versus Judgment Day. I don't think that's going to be on the WarGames pay-per-view. But if so, I don't see. You know what? If they play the cards right, I could see the Viking Raiders winning the tag titles. Off of swiping that off of Judgment Day, so it's going to finally disintegrate because we see what's going on with Finn Balor and the games that he's playing.
Yeah.
So it's bound to happen.
I mean, it's either way, it's going to be put on and it's going to be good. So I can tell you that much.
Right. So we'll keep you guys posted. Like I said, unfortunately, you guys, a lot is going on. We won't be able to do the watch party for Survivor Series like I thought we would, and I take full responsibility for that. But we will definitely be back for February 1st. You have my word. February 1st, I don't care what's going on in my life at that time, we will do a watch party for the Royal Rumble. You have my word. Hassan is in the building. What's good,
Hassan? What's going on, G?
So, with that being stated, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome back to Wrestling Wednesdays. Let's get to the main topic. Now, everybody knows who this woman is, Linda McMahon. She's, goated, legend. Mm-hmm. And I just found out she separated from Vince this year.
Oh, do you think that was because of the charges?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she can only handle so much. I get it.
Especially with what she about to step into, I think that was the best move. The only problem is though, it's politics. Nah, wrestling and politics usually don't mix, but because it's her, yeah.
She'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, the news broke yesterday. Excuse me. News broke yesterday that she's back in the Trump cabinet, and she's going to be taking a new role regarding education. I forgot what's the exact title for it.
Education secretary.
Education secretary. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, while we talking about this, ladies and gentlemen, I understand. Like we want to follow wrestlers or characters where they go even in their personal life. So I'll tell people, get ready, because Bobby Lashley, I'm enjoying his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying what Bobby Lashley has been doing on the YouTube front, and he's going to succeed. Yeah. And if the content creators don't watch out, he will snatch all their money.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much faith I have in Bobby Lashley. And he moved to Dallas, so that's an interesting take. I might send him an email, maybe.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Email.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Granted, we don't talk about AEW all that much. Trust me, we will now. Best believe we will talk about AEW now that they got something that is worth talking about, in my opinion. So we will definitely look into that. But I might reach out to him. I might. Yeah. I'm really like, part of me really wants to have us have a conversation with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, go to his training facility.
100%. I would love to do that.
Now you might have to get in the ring and should prove your worth, but you know.
So what?
You might have to go in the ring and prove your worth, but you got it.
Why I gotta do that?
Hey, I've been in the ring once already this year. Your time.
Man, you went in with fantastic. No offense. You went in the ring with a bum. I'm going in the ring with somebody that's still. No.
Hey, absolutely not. I lost to that bum though.
That money, no. That happens, but the money don't exist. Yeah. That money don't exist for me to go one-on-one with Bobby Lashley. Who's gonna pay my bills?
You be all right. You got insurance through your job.
I gotta work.
They got workers' comp.
Who's gonna Malcolm? I said this man's name. Let me get back to work. So,
shit.
Linda is the new education secretary under the Trump administration. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time Linda has been under the Trump administration. She was there previously. Yep. Linda McMahon served as the administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration, or the SBA, from February 2017 all the way to April 2019. Under the Trump administration, her tenure was marked by efforts to support small businesses through, deregulation, disaster relief, and initiatives aimed at fostering entrepreneurship. Her tenure was marked by, Here are some highlights and critiques of her leadership. We're gonna go over them. Now, I wanted to go with the achievement first because, like I said with Kamala Harris, it's one of the reasons why she did not get into the White House, ladies and gentlemen, is because the things that she was assigned to do and how she did not meet her criteria. That was one of many reasons why she did not win. So in the case of Linda McMahon, I want to do the exact same thing and do a balance, a measure. Is she qualified for the job? One thing I said about Donald Trump, he's already proven that he could run the country. Whether it be successfully or terribly, that's not the problem. He could run the country versus somebody who hasn't. So in the case of Linda, although she has been under the Trump administration, I wanted to see, based off of how she did her job the last time, that she deserves a second chance. Because let's get the lights, let's get the glitz, let's get the glamour, let's get that out the way. We want to see if she's qualified to do this job, okay? So, with that being stated, what was her? Let's go through achievements. I'm only going to do 4. 1, advocacy for small businesses. McMahon promoted policies aimed at reducing regulatory burdens on small businesses. This aligned with the broader Trump administration focus on deregulation to stimulate economic growth. Pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to these strings attached into small businesses, that kind of, and Will, if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me at any time. All these strings attached that makes it difficult for small businesses to get ahead because there's something blocking the way. What Mrs. McMahon is it fair to call her Mrs.? Yeah, I still got to call her Mrs. McMahon. They're
still married, right?
Yeah, they're still married. They're just separated.
Yep.
So Miss McMahon was able to reduce when it comes to small business and pricing. She was able to reduce some of those regulations, and she was able to focus on deregulating some stimulus economics growth. Excuse. I must have mistyped my notes, but we'll get to that in a minute. But she was for advocacy for small businesses. This is what Linda did, was make it easier for small businesses to succeed and move forward. Probably to keep up, maybe not to keep up with big businesses like Walmart, Targets, or whatever, but she wanted to make it the process easier to open, start, and run a small business. That's what she was. That's one of the things she did. And well, you want to jump in before I go to the next one? Just let me know.
Yeah, it's about what she was doing was she was making it I don't want to use the word easier, but she was making the survivability of a small business. She was increasing that, right? So she wanted them to be able to just survive. So all these big corporations, I don't even need to go through and name all the big corporations or big tech at that matter. The thing was, no one wants to see the mom and pop shop close because that would make hungry Americans. So that's really what she focused on. So by doing that, yeah, that's the biggest thing that she did. Yeah, well, one of the things that she did.
Right. And by doing that, one of the second things that she did, like when it comes to receiving loans or something, especially when it comes to natural disasters, she made that easier for small business to go through. Now, we found out during the pandemic how much small businesses needed a loan. So, granted, keep in mind her tenure was 17 to 19. So, with that being stated, disaster relief efforts, yeah, that has Miss McMahon's name written all over it.
In all capital letters, especially with what just happened with the natural disasters that just happened in the South. Her coming in, she already been a part of Trump's team before, but her coming in, especially helping, because the biggest thing about small business is you have to have the survivability. Most people who get into small business, they don't last no more than 5 years, if 3. You see what I'm saying? Correct. So if imagine Chris, you starting up a small business in your area and then a natural disaster comes through, you want to be able to have those amenities that you can lean on to where now you can be able to survive, because you still got to reopen. Of course, you got to clean up whatever damages happen, and being able to not have to go out of business or sell your business to one of the big corporations and then they just off market your business, then yeah, that's the biggest thing. So I could definitely see that.
Right. And matter of fact, I can go back to Hurricane Harvey. What year is that? This was actually a year before Grayson was born. Um, we was thinking about starting a business, and granted, couldn't get it off the ground because as soon as we tried, Hurricane Harvey hit.
Yeah.
And had we were able to start that business ahead of time, we probably could have been one of the small businesses to take advantage of those loans to help us weather the storm, no pun intended, until we can able to get things back rolling. But because of timing, we was able to reap those benefits. But they were already in play because of Miss McMahon. And one thing I want to credit Miss McMahon is to do that, you have to get out there and speak with these owners. So during her tenure, she did travel and she did talk to small businesses. So that way you can get the groundwork, you can hear the problem, what can be worked on. So that way you can move the country, you can move these businesses forward, which ultimately is going to move the economy forward. So her getting out there, not being complacent or stuck in the office, or in this case, stuck at home with her husband. Let me get out there and go do my job and talk to these small businesses and address the issue. So I say kudos for her. She's done a lot better than most president candidates, or my opinion. But hey, you working for
don't get me started.
You being CEO, former CEO of WWE. So yeah, I get it. If she knows how to roll dice, I'm pretty sure she knows how to run, do her job under the administration. So kudos to her.
1,000%.
And lastly, access to capital, which we all agree. SBA continue its efforts to provide loans to small businesses, with McMahon emphasizing the importance of improving access to funding, especially for undeserved communities. Ladies and gentlemen, if Linda McMahon wanted to run for president,
I would vote.
let's just think about that. Look off of the accomplishments alone. If she said, I this is why I should be the next president of the United States," you can have my vote.
Yeah, she get my vote because the biggest thing is that she's looking out, not looking out. She's making it. She's paving a road that a lot of small businesses and again the mom and pop shops where they can be successful in this market. And seeing as to how the direction of the world is going right now, those mom and pop shops need all the help that they can get. And it's not just mom and pop. You got to think of some businesses only been and they only been in their origination was only like what 5-10 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the if it wasn't for the PPP loans and all this that and the other, then a lot of these businesses would be out. They be gone. And then on top of that, here's the biggest thing. Since we're talking about how this all fits into President Trump's plan, President Trump wants to bring the money back home. He's tired of seeing all of these businesses going overseas and all this outsourcing. Our resources is going everywhere. Bring it back home. So for a small business, this helps us a lot. And her being a part of that team, definitely going to be doing big things for us. But if she run for president, you best believe she get my vote.
Yeah, my vote, 100%.
Oh, and trust me, race has nothing to do with it. Let me go ahead and put that out there now before anybody try to say, "Oh, you only do it because you're a white woman." Race has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What would that have to do with anything?
You know that the trope is that black man is the reason that Trump won. Again, we're not gonna talk politics.
1%.
73% black man voted for Kamala Harris. But again, let's just leave that alone.
Even the black man still gonna get in trouble.
Whether
the
we
black
vote.
man still gets in trouble. What a deal! What a motherfucking deal!
Whether we vote or not, we're gonna get in trouble. God damn, we can't win.
Can't win for losing. That's
yep.
Now, those are 4 accomplishments, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, had Donald Trump made the right decision putting this woman in her cabinet, because had she wanted to run against him, I think Donald Trump would have lost.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all just had the wrong woman going up against them. Y'all want to be real about it, but
I don't think gender plays a part. It's just the wrong person.
It doesn't, but it doesn't. But if that's the game they want to play, y'all had the wrong woman. Y'all had two of the wrong women going up against them.
Yeah,
if y'all had this one. I'm just saying. But that was 4 accomplishments. Now let's look. We gotta be fair. What are some criticisms that she had going against her? Now, with the limited policy innovations, critics noticed that McMahon's tenure did not introduce significant new programs or reform with the SBA, with some seeing her approach as more focused on maintaining the status quo. Now, I'm not sure about that. If they want to say that, granted that, well, they said she emphasized the importance of improving access to funding, especially for underserved community. Now, some people say she didn't create no new programs or whatever the case may be. Okay, let's say this is the case. I'll take that on face value. Now she didn't. Now, and I'm gonna say that for the end. That's what we do. Which one weighs more, the accomplishments or the criticism?
Right.
Now, if she did not, with not creating more programs to actually move the country forward, that means it's just all talk. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying in this one. So I would say if that's a thing against her, I have to let's go ahead and be fair and say, yeah, if you didn't create any programs, then that might be a blemish on your record. Granted, an argument can be made you probably didn't have to create more programs if you just since the wallet was open and it's like, here's some money.
Yeah.
Go ahead and thrive. But I don't know what programs they will want her to create in this administration. I'm not to say that she couldn't create it, but if that's what they want to hold against her, cool. I'll give them that.
Right. Yeah, Linda McMahon's. top tier selection. And then look at our school system, our education system right now. Anyway, don't get me started. Again, this is not a political show. Listen, we're not here to talk politics.
We're just talking Linda McMahon. We're just talking Linda McMahon. Letting the audience know this is a Linda McMahon episode. She is a WWE alum, and we will follow our alums wherever they go. Like next week, I know this is long overdue. When The Rock went to go sit with Homeboy from Valuetainment, I did like that conversation from that clip that I watched. We will go over that clip next week.
Yes, most definitely.
Now, next up, partisan alignment. Some detractors argue that her alignment with the Trump administration broader policies, including tax cuts and deregulation, disproportionately benefited larger corporations over small businesses. I'm going to need to see how. I need to see numbers. I need to see what are you talking about, because I don't believe. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to businesses, you determine how big or how successful you want your business to be. You can't then go to be always constantly looking for a handout from the government. If I start a business, I don't need the government. I cannot rely on the government to say, hey, it's your job to make sure I'm on the same level as Walmart or Target. No.
Mm-hmm.
That is incumbent on the groundwork and the dedication I put, so that way my business can grow and maybe reach those levels or surpass it. I can't come looking for the government. Now, when it comes to big businesses and deregulation,
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that back chat. Just keep going.
Okay. When it comes to benefits and deregulations and that type of stuff, for businesses, if you know the text, if you know the laws, you know the loopholes, Donald Trump knows them better than most people. Take advantage of it. Small businesses do the exact same thing too.
Exactly. A lot of people. That's one of the biggest things that he got flack for. Is like, oh, he's a businessman and he can't this and he can't that. My thing is, he said it in one of his. He was. I think it was the debate that he was in with Hillary Clinton. I take advantage of the same things that y'all do. It's just that I'm openly public about it and I'm better. So, if this is the goal for it, let me just break this down really quick, right? The more money that big business has to spend, then that's more money for smaller businesses to earn. Let me say that again. Here, I'll translate it in different ways. If you work for a big corporation, you get better health benefits if they have more money. You get better opportunities if they have more money. You get more money if they have more money. Those opportunities open it up. So the fact of the matter is that people want big business to get taxed more. All you're doing is just hurting America. But, y'all want to see it that way. But when it comes to politics, especially when it comes to that first opening statement that you read about her, about these conspiracy theories about what she's done or what he's done, I was like, man, get out of that. You got to be able to do your own research. You can't just listen to everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's politics, though.
It is. Now, last criticism. Focus on public relations. Her frequent travels and public appearance.
What the hell has her traveling got to do with anything? Come on.
I'm going to finish it. Let me finish it.
Go ahead.
Frequent travels and public appearances drew both praises for raising the SBA's profile and criticism for being more symbolic than substantive. Okay, that's completely bullshit. I don't even know why I even put that on there, but let me just keep it up there. So, did you want her to sit in the office and collect a paycheck? Yes or no?
That's exactly what they wanted. That way they could bitch about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out the Democratic Party and some people in the Republican Party. What do you want her to do? The same thing y'all been doing? Let's have a conversation. Get off your ass and go in the field. Period. That's exactly what she did. As far as being symbolic and just being whatever, like I said, you can go back to the accomplishments that she made, and you can see that she was able to put in work and make sure that she didn't waste a second breath for the most part at holding her position. Like I said, off of accomplishments alone, if she wanted to run for president, she has my vote. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. So to BS and complain about her traveling, get out of here. Get the F out of here.
They need anything. They need anything to complain about, man. That's all it is. I don't even know why it is. But then again, when you need to detract people from potential voters, you'll put anything out there just so they can have something to bitch about. Truth of the matter is, man, go ahead and support policies. Don't support people. And if the policies is what's better for America, then support that. Silly shit, man.
Okay.
Silly shit.
Well, yeah. So she will be known as being business friendly and one of prioritizing outreach and reducing barriers for small businesses. And as somebody, we're all none of us is going to start from the top. We're all going to eventually go through the process of being a small business owners. Hell, Walmart, Target, Kmart, all these major corporations, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever you want to name, they all started low and they had to work their way up. They were all once upon a time small businesses before. So the fact that she's making it easier to be a small business owner in this modern day and age, she has my respect, because this is a capitalistic country, ladies and gentlemen. We're all about the money. So she's saying, I'm going to make it easier for you to make the money. Now, I'm not going to carry you all the way. You got to do the groundwork, but I'm going to open this door and I'm going to open that door and probably open this door. The rest is on your own. To that, I say thank you. I 100% say thank you. And if you are a small business owner, how can you hate against this? But then again, if you're a Democrat, I see why you hate against it, because you're a Democrat. So that's neither here nor there. So yeah.
The Democrats, that's what I call them. The Democrats, they're always going to have problems with it.
Yep. And I'm trying to think, is there any final words I want to speak on today? Like I said, we were going to get in and out. I know I got some work to do. I got somebody I need to holler at. And you might see us again later on tonight in the YouTube streets. We might do some pop-ups here and there. But that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, recap: Bloodline, Rhea Ripley is the 5th member on Bianca and Jay Cargill's team. It will be them versus Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Candice LeRae. Make sure I got her name right. And I just forgot the other chick's name. Oh, Tiffany Stratton. So, as far as who we think gonna win, let's say that for next week. I'm gonna have the whole card ready for next week. We're gonna make our predictions next week Wednesday, and we will open the panel. We will open the panel for those and their predictions. So please pull up for that. I will be letting y'all know about that this week.
Most definitely. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Final words from me is, man, make sure y'all stay on top of this thing. I still am upset that Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax on the same table.
That is not
it will be all right. Yeah, hey, make sure you go get in touch with Bobby Lashley, man. Make sure you make time for that. That would be dope to have on the podcast. And what else? Bronson Reed, man, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in WarGames, bro. I really can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I hope Braun Strowman make an appearance there, but as far as Bronson Reed being there, I really can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Somebody's going to have cracked ribs, and if you ask me, I think Bronson Reed is going to do a tsunami from the top of the cage.
Perfect.
Don't know who's going to take that L, though.
I don't know, but listen, and I know I have some disdain for Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns take that from the top of the cage, he probably gets my respect there. Other than that,
he has to have a broken rib for you to respect him.
Yes. This is
why. This is why.
He said this is why. Hey, I appreciate you, dog.
All right, man. We out of here. But y'all, Wrestling Wednesday, Christopher J. Cellulite. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Y'all have a good one, man.